A Morrill man is in custody following a heavy response from area law enforcement stemming from a Friday morning incident. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a 49-year-old Morrill man was taken into custody following an incident at the Sioux County feedlot on Friday. The Nebraska State Patrol reports that around 9 a.m., troopers were called to assist deputies in Sioux County after a man had threatened two others with a knife at the Sioux County feedlot. The suspect was later located at a business in downtown Morrill, and troopers, along with Scottsbluff and Sioux County deputies, taking the suspect, Alden Hill of Morrill, into custody. Hill was found to be in possession of a knife and was arrested for making terroristic threats, possession of a deadly weapon by a prohibited person, and use of a weapon to commit a felony, as well as a sex offender registry violation, among other charges. He was booked into the Scottsbluff County Detention Center. Well, the Denver trio is behind bars at the Scottsbluff County Jail, facing a variety of felony drug charges following a traffic stop at Gering this weekend. 22-year-old Isaiah Bernard, 23-year-old Brandon Gonzalez, and 65-year-old Jose Rosado are each charged with possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine 10 to 28 grams, possession with intent to distribute fentanyl, and possession of both cocaine and psilocybin mushrooms. Officers found an ounce each of meth and blue fentanyl pills, 1.7 grams of cocaine, 5 grams of mushrooms, and a digital scale during the search. Gonzalez and Rosado also faced charges of possession of a firearm by a prohibited person, as a 9mm and .22 caliber handguns were found in the back pouch of the passenger seat, with Rosado up front and Gonzalez sitting behind. Initial bond for each was set at $350,000, with all three scheduled for a Monday initial court appearance. And there were no injuries following a structure fire in Scottsbluff over the weekend. Fire Chief Tom Shingle says they responded to a fire on 11th Avenue early Saturday morning, seeing smoke and flames coming from the roof of a single-story home. Shingle says all occupants had safely evacuated due to smoke alarms, but icy conditions posed challenges for 16 firefighters on the scene, resulting in some slipping incidents. While most of the fire was controlled in 30 minutes, full extinguishment took 3 hours due to the smoldering insulation and challenging void spaces. The unintentional fire caused by a heating element is estimated to have caused $70,000 in property damage. Fortunately, no injuries occurred among occupants or firefighters, and Shingle emphasized the importance of working smoke alarms for safety measures. We'll have more news right after this.
The journey of a dream becoming reality. When we're young, a dream develops into a passion. That passion continues to manifest and grows as you do. It becomes all you want to do and all you want to be. It gives you direction. It drives you. Then, your dream has become a reality. When that dream is ready to be reality, Platte Valley Bank will be with you every step of the way.
Benzel Pest Control has been the Wyoming and Nebraska area's most committed professional pest control company. We have 4 generations and nearly 50 years of experience serving Nebraska, Wyoming, and Colorado, as well as certified entomologists on staff. So whether you're dealing with spiders, wasps, rodents, or any other unwanted visitors, give Benzel Pest Control a call today for an estimate at 888-229-2128 or visit our website at benzelpestcontrol.com.
Welcome back. The Chief Justice of the Nebraska Supreme Court, Mike Heavican, delivered his 2024 State of the Judiciary address to state senators last week, offering a mostly upbeat report while also pointing out some concerns, such as the state's lack of juvenile detention facilities.
There remains, however, a major lack of detention facilities for delinquent juveniles in Nebraska. There are currently only 4 such detention facilities in the state. They are located in Sarpy, Douglas, Lancaster, and Madison counties. There are no juvenile detention facilities west of this building, and counties have no incentive to fund them. We are forced to pay Iowa, Kansas, and Wyoming in order to handle our judicial detention needs.
Heavican says Nebraska now has 33 problem-solving courts in every judicial district in the state, which served nearly 1,600 individuals during the last fiscal year. Participation in those courts has expanded to 27%, but the Chief Justice says the state could use much more of those types of courts. And 2 people were hospitalized with minor injuries following a 4-vehicle accident in Scottsbluff yesterday. Officers were dispatched to Avenue B and 20th Street just after 2 p.m., where investigation found that the 4 vehicles involved included a black Ford F-350 driven by 41-year-old Jared Whiting of Mitchell, a U.S. Postal Service vehicle driven by 49-year-old Robert Hess of Gering, a white GMC pickup driven by Chesney Lay of Scottsbluff, and a black Ford Expedition driven by 62-year-old Alan Carter of Rushville. Investigation determined the F-350 was northbound in the 1800 block of Avenue B when it sideswiped the Ford Expedition. After the initial impact with the Expedition, the F-350 continued north on Avenue B until it impacted the rear end of the postal vehicle, causing that to impact the rear of the GMC pickup. Hess and Whiting were treated at Regional West Medical Center for minor injuries. Lay was issued a citation for driving under suspension, and a medical complication is being considered as a contributing factor in the accident. Both the F-350 and Postal Service vehicle are total losses, and the Expedition sustained an estimated $500 in damages, and the GMC $4,000 in damages. The intersection of Avenue B and 20th Street was closed for approximately 1 hour due to the investigation.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least 1 float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
Welcome to the Snow Show, boys and girls. Today we'll be learning about safe snow tips. Yay! Tip number 1. When scooping the sidewalk, always deposit the snow on your lawn and gardens. Not only is it environmentally safe, it keeps our streets and gutters clear. Tip number 2. Where there's ice on the ground, use salt only as a last resort. Use no-salt de-icers, which are less harmful to plants, animals, and your concrete. Be safe around snow and ice. The show is brought to you today by Tri-State Water.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the Scottsbluff Body and Paint Ag Desk. Scottsbluff Body and Paint, you're driving home our reputation.
When you hear the term NASA, places like Houston, Texas, or the Kennedy Space Center in Florida might come to your mind. Yet destinations like Nebraska hold their own charm. Market Journal's Mike Straub had this fascinating sit-down conversation with a NASA scientist to explore how NASA aims to tap into the potential of the heartland.
NASA is well known for the strides they've made in space exploration. However, some of their best work has been more of a terrestrial focus, specifically their Earth Science Division located at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center. Last month, Division Director for Mission Planning, Dr. Robert Swap, was given a presentation on the South African Regional Science Initiative, better known as Safari 2000. This was a great segue into how NASA hopes to harness the heartland.
One of the things that myself and a number of other colleagues have been working on is how can we work to engage with the expertise in the heartland, realizing we don't know and that people in the heartland do know, and how can we work together to bring together the best pieces of what we both have to offer. So in NASA Earth Sciences, we are really strong at innovation, exploration, cutting edge stuff. However, people who live and work here are experts regarding the way that they work the land, they understand the land, they manage the land, and I believe that in many ways we complement each other well.
From groundbreaking research to a thriving extension system, when you're talking about available data and a good working relationship with agricultural producers around the state, Dr. Swap told us working in conjunction with the University of Nebraska system would be instrumental in working toward the goals of harnessing the heartland.
Nebraska is extremely strong in their extension activities. They're working with those who work the land. Their understanding of the landscapes, the land-atmosphere interactions. 130 years of soil moisture data, groundwater data, multiple different types of ecosystems that they've mastered and have a unique understanding of. And in many ways, working with them where they have that ground truth from the ground to nose height, and we can work with them to go from nose height to satellite. And we see them as key partners, whether it be on the science side, the ag side, the natural resource side, or on the medical services side as well. So we're really excited in many ways. Nebraska and the University of Nebraska system represents almost like one-stop shopping, if you will, kind of like the large intellectual Costco, in the sense that we can come in here and you have expertise of all these different flavors, and more importantly, you work together and you have a can-do spirit and get stuff done. And I think that's essential for the success of this concept of harnessing the heartland.
Drought has played a huge part in cropping systems across Nebraska and much of the western United States. Over the last couple of years, when it comes to these kinds of studies, Dr. Swap knows that input from everyone will play an important role in the success of any given mission. In a sense, this is a perfect opportunity to think globally by acting locally.
And the notion is that we're in the middle of a scoping study. We're looking to engage with stakeholders, and those stakeholders are everybody from, scientists and people who design satellites, all the way down to the folks who actually have to live with that information, the farmers, the rangelands, tribal communities, folks that are living off the land. And we're pulling together and working through stakeholder engagement right now to listen to the expressed needs. What are people most concerned about? And I think it's important to stress that the time is now. If people have thoughts, comments, or would like to learn more, we are hoping that folks would reach out sooner and share their thoughts, ask their questions if they're willing to. Now's the time. It's an open invitation for people to get involved. I mention that because, if you're not at the table when these things are decided, you often end up on the menu. So what I'd really like to do is those folks that have some ideas and interests, please feel free to reach out to ourselves or to our colleagues at the University of Nebraska. Eric Hunt is a good point of contact, and we'll be sure to get that information to you, and we look forward to any dialogues that might arise.
Right. Yeah.
As data is collected and analyzed over the next several years, NASA and the University of Nebraska-Lincoln will continue to work towards harnessing the heartland, making life here on Earth a bit better every day. Reporting for Market Journal, I'm Mike Straub.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether you are just starting the business you have always imagined or looking to grow your existing one, we have a business loan to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, Nebraska Governor Jim Pillen is encouraging organizations across the state to apply for the 2024 Governor's Wellness Award. Pillen says each year they recognize organizations across Nebraska for offering wellness programs in the workplace. He says these programs encourage team members to take steps towards a healthier lifestyle. The 2024 application accommodates Nebraska employers of all sizes and encourages employers to start or enhance workplace health, safety and well-being programs, and more. These initiatives include items such as an assessment of employees' health risks and interests, a written wellness plan with measurable goals and objectives, supportive policies, and the ability to show measurable benefits from wellness and safety efforts. To apply, go to the Panhandle Worksite Wellness Council website at pphd.ne.gov/PWWC and select the Governor's Award from the menu. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.